Hi guys, welcome back. So guys, this is going to be our first practical session where I'll explain enterprise structure and basic setting in the sense when you talk about the configuration part, okay? And make sure that for everyone, your SAP server is ready and because if the SAP server is ready, then only you guys can do these all configurations, okay? So you have to proceed along with me. Now, so when you talk about enterprise structure and basic setting, let me explain. Now, for any module, guys, I'm talking about functional module, be it is, finance, sales and distribution, or like material management or production planning. So in every module, the first configurations we have to do that is related to enterprise structure. That is enterprise structure itself. Now the question is, what is the use of this enterprise structure? Look at here on the second slide. So enterprise structure represent the business structure of a particular organization. Okay. SAP enterprise structure is the initial step of your implementations. When we have to start our implementation, guys, that is going to begin from enterprise structure setting itself. Okay. Now, enterprise structure or organization's structure, both are same. Enterprise is nothing but an organization. Okay. So if you talk about the organizations unit, okay, enterprise structure, organizations structure, or organizations units, same things are there. So no need to be confused here. Now, so if you talk about certain organizations unit like company, company code, business area, sales organization, purchase organizations, plant, profit center, cost center. So here I have quoted example of like it's not like that all the organizational unit belongs to a FICO module itself. Of course, it belongs to it is coming from like purchase organizations, that is from right? Sales organization, that is from SD. So I have just quoted few example here. Now, what is the exact use of this organizational structure? Let me give an example here, guys. Okay. Now let's suppose the first thing is, so for Tata Motor we have to do the implementation is happening for Tata Motor. Now let's suppose then you'll be having Tata Steel, right? For that rollout will take place. Then we have, let's suppose, Tata Cement, for that another rollout. So generally what happened, guys, let's suppose here these all are different subsidiary, right? That comes under Tata Group. Okay, Tata Group. Now what will happen? These all are different subsidiary, and here when we implement SAP and after implementations later on when we have to go for rollout for Tata Steel, then again rollout for Tata Cement. So let's suppose this entire implementations and rollout is done, right? Then what happened? Tata Motor will be able to post their transactions into SAP. At the same time, Tata Steel also will be able to post the transaction into SAP, and Tata Cement also will be able to post the transaction into same SAP. So same server will be shared by Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Cement also. Most likely the same server will be shared by these all subsidiary. Okay, this is one subsidiary. Okay, subsidiary, let's suppose one. Then here subsidiary 2 and subsidiary 3. Okay, now so when you have to post a transactions in the same server will be used. The benefit is there, guys. The same server, if they use the same server, right? First of all, there will be multiple customers and vendor, which is quite common for Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Cement, right? So in that case, what happened, guys? So multiple common master data will be there. So that can be shared by this company code. Apart from this, there are certain cross company code related transactions are getting posted from Tata Motor to Tata Steel, right? Or Tata Steel to Tata Cement, Tata Steel to Tata Motor, isn't it? So that's the reason what happened. They are going to use the same server. And what is the benefit, guys? If they use the same server, then let's suppose if Tata Group level, if we want to see the consolidated report, okay, total revenue for Tata Motor, a particular amount A, for Tata Steel, amount B, and Tata Cement, amount C. So if we want to see the consolidated report here at Tata Group level, then A plus B plus C. So if all three are using the same SAP server, then it will be quite simple and easy to get the consolidated report also, right? So these are the advantages. That's the reason they will use the same server. Okay. Now, here what happened? So let's suppose if somebody has to, okay, say for example, Tata Group is having a particular locations, okay, a central location is there. Nowadays what is happening, guys, nowadays most of the companies are going to, like, they'll be having a central locations. From there itself all the backend related transactions are getting posted. If we talk about Unilever, huge organizations, Unilever India, Pakistan, Nepal, different in country wise they are having, right, operations. So for that they have like multiple company codes are there. But if you talk about the transaction posting, back in transaction posting, so they are having a central locations from where the all these backend transactions are getting posted. Like if you talk about invoice posting, no matter it is for whichever country, but invoice is getting processed. Okay, generally they are having a central locations in Bangalore, India, and even some other branches also there, also there. So from there what is happening, all the transactions are getting posted, right? Transaction which has taken place in US, transaction which has taken place in UK, vendor has sent invoice in UK, vendor has sent invoice from US, but the soft copy is coming to India, and from here itself the transactions are getting posted. In the same way, let's suppose Tata Motor is having, okay, a central office in Delhi, and so here, from these locations, they are posting the invoices and other transactions for Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Cement. Now, so if you talk about these transaction posting, let's have a look here. So in SAP, what will happen? How it will be posted? So I'll just do one thing. So look at here. This is what the SAP server, right? This once your SAP server installation is completed, then this login pad will appear here. CP login pad, somewhere it will be, guys. Where it is, it's here, right? So this one will appear, and if you double click, if you have already set up the server, then for me, of course, multiple what is it, servers are there, but for you guys, one server will be there. You need to double click on that, right? Your login ID and password screen will appear, and then after you can log in. Okay, once you log in, this screen will appear. So guys, now let's suppose in SAP, what is the exact use of this SAP for Tata Motor? What for we are doing implementations, or what for we have done the implementations? Of course, so that by using this SAP system, Tata Motors users will be able to post their transactions. Okay, day-to-day transactions, day-to-day activities, right, can be captured here into SAP. This is what the benefit. Now let's suppose if we have to post a transactions here for Tata Motor. Okay. Say for example, any transaction, rent related transactions, rent debit and bank credit. If this transaction we have to post for Tata Motor, then what happened? Here go to, we have to use a transaction code FB50. What is this transaction code, guys? So transaction code is a shortcut key. Okay. A shortcut key to, like let's suppose if we have to post it, you know, normal JV, general voucher, use FB50 and press enter here. Look at here. It means that transaction code is a command. I've given a command and based on that one screen appeared. Right? So we have two things, transaction code and path, both are there. Once I do the configurations, I'll explain, guys. Right now, just let's have a look. So when we have to post a transactions, the question is, this transactions belongs to Tata Motor, Tata Steel, or Tata Cement. So what happened? Let's suppose this belongs to Tata Steel, or it could be Tata Motor. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to specify that. So generally what happened? Are we going to write somewhere a complete name, Tata Motor or Tata Steel or Tata Cement? No, not like that. Simply what we have to do, guys, for these all three, we have to better to specify, better to create a code. For Tata Motor, let's suppose TM01. For Tata Steel during rollout, let's suppose TS01 will be created. TC01 will be created. So these are 4-digit code. So now here, what is the benefit? The benefit is instead of typing Tata Motor completely, we can give a 4-digit code Tata Motor. It means SAP will come to know that this is Tata Motor. Tata Steel, instead of Tata Steel, we have to use this 4-digit code. So what we have to do, guys, first of all, we have to configure this. Look at here. Now, this is appearing Tata Motor. If it is for Tata Steel, click on here, switch company code, and here TS01 we can use. Okay, press enter. So now TS01. So these things are already created. These things are already here configured into SAP, isn't it? So these are 4-digit codes we have created already. But now again we have to create, right? Again we have to create because for practice, of course, this I have created for a different batch, right? Now for you people again, I have to create it again so that you guys will be able to understand. Okay, the exact use. So here this is called company code. In the sense, this subsidiary, Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Cement, first of all, we have to set up into SAP in the form of company code. What is company code? Company code is nothing but subsidiary. Company code is TM01 represent Tata Motor, TS01 represent Tata Steel, TC01 represent Tata Cement. Okay, so we have to create these 4-digit code that is called company code. Now I'll tell you guys, if we talk about like 4-digit, do we need to create 4-digit code itself? No, the maximum length of the code is 4-digit only. You can create a 1-digit code also, two-digit code also, 3-digit code also, and maximum 4-digit code. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is when you create a code, so this is alphanumeric, right? So your company code can be alphabetic also, it can be alphanumeric also, or it could be numeric also. Instead of that, we can create like here TM01, instead of TM01, we can create like, let's suppose, 1100, 1101, 1102, right? Or else let's suppose we can create, okay, TM, TS, and TC, like that also. 2-digit code also can be created which is only alphabetic. So there is no any such kind of restrictions that you have to create like alphanumeric itself. Okay, so now here, so the company code. So first of all, what we have to do, guys, these are the organization structures. Means what? When you post a transactions, you need to specify a company code. Okay, let's suppose this transactions belongs to Tata Motor. So Tata Motor means instead of typing the Tata Motor name, we can specify the company code, that is TM01. Within Tata Motor, the transaction which is getting posted, that belongs to, now here, let's suppose Tata Motor is having two different segments. Okay, two different kind of businesses we can say. Business segment. One is manufacturing unit, second one is service unit. Manufacturing unit and service unit. So whatever transactions we have posted, the first question is, this transactions belongs to Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Cement. So what happened? We have to enter the company code, right? Now, let's suppose it belongs to Tata Motor, because first of all, we have to complete the implementations for Tata Motor itself. So if it belongs to Tata Motor, then the next question is, what about this, what is a business segment or business area? right? Is it for manufacturing or service? So what we have to do, guys, we can specify a business area also. So we have to create that business area. So these all configurations we have to do. These all are the configurations which we have to do. Earlier, what happened, guys, when we were not using this SAP, in the sense like just assume like 50 years back, 60 years back, when the people were not using SAP, then what happened? If any, let's suppose sales related transactions. For Tata Motor, different sales register will be there. For Tata Steel, different sales register will be there. And for Tata Chemical, different sales registers will be there. Three different sales registers will be there. On every register, the subsidiary name will be written. Right now, what is happening? The same physical registers are converted into digital registers. Here we have to post the transactions by using ERP, right? So how will you segregate the transactions? So first of all, we have to create this company code TM01, TS01, TC01. If the transaction is related to Tata Steel, we can change the company code here. If the transaction is related to Tata Motor, we can change the company code here, right? So different company code can be created. Okay, so that is the first thing. And within the company code again, look at here, guys. Here is the things. Okay, so enterprise structure or organization structure. So of course, at top level, the group company will be there, Tata Group. Under that, we are having Tata Motor, Tata Steel. Since the implementation is happening for Tata Motor, so we have to create the company code for Tata Motor, because at the time of transaction posting, we have to specify this transaction belongs to which company code. Company code is nothing but subsidiary. Company represent the group company. Okay, company represent the group company. No need to be confused, guys. It's going to be very simple, very easy. And you guys are going, you guys will be habituated of these all things. Okay, so initially, what happens? Sometimes it looks like odd, quite odd. How come it possible a group company? We are going to set up here into SAP as a company, and subsidiaries are going to be set up as a company code. Yes, that's fine. What's the problem? Right? What's the problem in the sense like group company, SAP is saying that create as a company, and under company, group company, whatever subsidiaries are there that you have to set up as a company code. That's fine, we can create it. Okay. So first of all, we have to set up this group company as a company. Then, as I said, like the implementation is happening for Tata Motor. So for Tata Motor, what we have to do, guys? For Tata Motor, we have to set up a company code for Tata Motor. Within Tata Motor, we are having two different business area, that is manufacturing and service. Again, manufacturing can be further segregated in multiple plants because it will be having multiple plants also, right? So these things will be there. These things will be there. Okay. So we have to configure all these things first of all into SAP, guys. As I said, like in the previous session, we have to do the configurations. What configurations? Of course, multiple configurations we have to do. So these are not related to enterprise structure. Here I have written like enterprise structure and basic setting. So say for example, these are the company code. Of course, we have to set up first of all for Tata Motor because implementation is happening for Tata Motor. When the rollout begin for Tata Steel, then we can create this company code also, isn't it? Tata Steel, Tata Cement. Now, so that is the things. So this company code we have to set up. Business area we have to set up. Company we have to set up here. Company code, and business area. These three we have to set up. So that at the time of transaction posting, we can specify these details. Apart from this, as I said, plants also will be set up, not right now, because plant will be set up later once I start FIMM integration. Now, the next thing is I said like basic setting also, enterprise structure and basic setting. So, of course, in this session, first of all, we'll configure enterprise structure and then I'll explain basic setting also. What is the use of basic setting? See, basic setting means, as I said, like let's suppose if uh, that this company Tata Motor is not using any ERP. It means let's suppose they are doing everything manually. Okay, in that case, physically they have to maintain certain registers, right? So on that register here, like this belongs to which subsidiary. So Tata Motor, right? Tata Motor will be written a subsidiary of Tata Group that is specified. This registers belongs to which financial year? That financial year we have to specify. In that financial year, let's suppose this belongs to which period, which month. That also we have to specify. So guys, while posting a transaction here into SAP, of course, here also we have to set up. Here also we have to set up the fiscal year, financial year, right? And financial year is calendar year or non-calendar year. So we have to create fiscal year. Apart from this posting period, this belongs to which month, which period. So those things also we have to set up. So those things comes fiscal year, posting period. These things comes under basic setting. Okay, I'll explain in no, I'll give a very detailed explanations, guys. Okay, so you'll be having perfect understanding. Here, just theoretically, I have explained what is this enterprise structure and basic setting. In next session, what I'll do the configurations. Okay, I'll show you how to configure this company code business area, right? And from here onwards, whatever the sessions are there, these all sessions are practical session. Enterprise structure, this is also practical session. Not, of course, I'm not showing the configuration here in this session, but this is related to practical topic only, right? In next session, I'll show how to create the company code and other things. So that's the reason I simply said that make sure that your SAP server is ready. If your SAP server is ready, then only you guys will be able to proceed along with me and you can do all the configurations into your system.